Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the show. Because I'm doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 18th May 2025. We're about to be doing some videos. We woke up not too long ago. So I want to film some nature corn. Now the great thing is it's only 15 degrees outside, which is a perfect weather. It is kind of rainy, so there's a high chance that we're gonna start this nature corn with a total, I wouldn't say clear sky, but no rain in a cloudy sky, and we're gonna finish with rain. But I have about an hour and a half of videos to do. So without further ado, let's should go. Let's should go. What? What? Happen to you, it can happen to me. No, I'm saying.
Enlève P drinks. Ce message est pour la.
Ah, that's my boy. That's my boy. Okay. Clear that shit up. 21 gig. Ha ha ha. In cash. Nice. Nice, that's good. Don't blink. It's your boy, welcome to the show. This is well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 18th May 2025. Here's your day. So, Trailer Park Boys, close to the heart. This is the very first episode that I ever watched from Trailer Park Boys. That's special. Got my snackaroni over here. We got some tower. Yeah, more tower, and we have a great weather. So today's super simple day. I got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of subject to talk about. So I'm really happy. We've been doing a lot better lately. We've been doing a lot better lately, and it's just a blessing. So I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that we're in a good mental health space. I'm gonna take advantage of the fact I'm doing good. So yeah, let's have some fun today. Let's have a good stream. Let's have a good intro. Let's have a good whatever you want to fucking call it, dude, honestly. But know that I love you. Take it easy. I'll give you. Go Bubbles. Go Bubbles. Don't like it's your bank. Welcome to the show. Guys doing well. Guys are having a wonderful day on this 18 May 2025. Today we're tasting a new sort of ice cream. We're taking the one, the only Häagen-Dazs. We're tasting salted caramel crunch, which sounds delightful. As you can see, we got some wafer, we got salted caramel. So I'm extremely happy that we're getting this. I'm extremely happy that we're getting to taste this. There's even a description: salted caramel ice cream, indicating caramel coating with crunchy wafer piece. As you can tell, we're doing a lot better, like a lot better. So let's take advantage of that. Let's take advantage of that. Only 3 ice cream. That was expensive. That was $7. So that's $2 a piece. Holy, what a ripoff! Doesn't matter how good it is, never again. Never again. Without further ado, I got that salted caramel wafer. Let's fucking go. Okay. Mmm. Mmm. Super nice. Mmm. It's really good. All in all, it's a good product. Mmm. Mmm. I gotta say, it's really nice. Expensive, but really nice. There's some pros, there's some cons. So let's go with the let's get with the cons first. That way we finish on a good note. I'm sorry, this is really good. So look at Dave, you can see the actual side is very thin, so you don't really get the product that you asked for. Yeah, the ice cream is good, but it's smaller. Now, this is the only thing against the positive. The actual shell is actually really good. It is crunchy. I just think the salted caramel. The ice cream itself is actually really, really, really salty. To a sense where it's more like a salted ice cream, which is cool because I grew up in Kingdom Hearts and sea salt ice cream was something. So this ice cream being very salty is nice, but it's better with the sweetness of the shell. So together, it's sweet and salty. It's actually delicious. I'm telling you, the perfect level of salt is so freaking good. It's nice, but it's expensive and not a lot of it. See, there's three package of the too, which is 116. Mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm. Wow. Salut, c'est Antoine Chemin, je passe à toute la journée en ce 10 mai 2025. Je suis tellement, mais tellement excité de vous parler de ce produit. C'est pas un sponsor, je sais que c'est un sponsor, c'est juste un de mes produits préférés. On a goûté à un produit de Savoie il y a 2 jours, un sarment. Ça, c'est un sarment courbé. Je sais pas s'il y a une grosse différence. C'est un saucisson sec de porc. Quand on fait un de mes produits préférés, je faisais une boulangerie qui était. Le propriétaire était Français de France. Il m'a fait goûter à ça. Depuis ce temps-là, je suis en amour avec ce produit-là. C'est un produit qui est artisan, c'est un produit qui vient de France. C'est un produit qui est de vieux la vieille. Le monde ne les font plus comme ça. Le monde ne le font plus comme ça. C'est délicieux. C'est cher, mais c'est délicieux. C'est un saucisson qui est. Oh mon dieu, c'est gars comment c'est graisseux, man. Ça n'a pas de sens, man. Ça n'a pas de sens. Mais je suis tellement content de le goûter, là. Je suis tellement content de manger ça. C'est que on regarde un saucisson qui a été fumé, un saucisson euh, qui a été séché à la bonne vieille. Fait que tu vois le cordon ici. Les ingrédients, tu vas voir à quel point c'est simple. Viande de porc, gras de porc, sucre, ail, poivre, muscade, nitrate, bactérienne, enlevé de collagène. C'est que super simple, mais tellement bon. Fait que sans plus attendre, on va goûter à ça. J'ai tellement hâte, sincèrement. Mais non, ça voit, c'est des artisans d'exception. Wow. Mm. 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 Même la peau, la saucisse, la chair de la saucisse, wow. La part du monde s'en fout. Il faut un produit qu'ils mangent, que tu peux pas manger. C'est quasiment du plastique. Ah, j'ai vraiment intéressé encore. Extrêmement salé. Mmh. 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 Wow. Mmh. Comment un bon produit, regarde ça. Wow. Mmh. La poudre blanche, je sais pas c'est quoi. Je sais pas si c'est de la farine ou du sel. Wow. Mmh. Tu vois la qualité? Oh mon dieu, c'est incroyable. Mmh. Mmh. Wow. Mmh. Wow. Je m'excuse. D'habitude, je suis plus vocal que ça, mais là, c'est juste un homme et son repas. Mmh. 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 Wow. Mmh. Incroyable. La qualité de la viande, la qualité de la fabrication, la qualité du talent, la qualité de la technique. Mmh. C'est parfait. Mmh. À la fois extrêmement sèche, en même temps, mmh. Ça reste aussi de bonne grande qualité. On voit. Ça sont sèches. Mmh. Ouh, ça mérite que vraiment comme de saucisse hot dog. C'est la perfection, c'est. Encore une fois. Tellement de qualité. Mmh. C'est tellement bon. Mais c'est tellement bon. Wow. Tout ce qui me dérange avec ça, là, c'est que, mais, après, grillé, un peu de beurre, c'est tout. Ça va être parfait. Un bon petit café. Wow. J'ai fini. Je vous aime. Wow. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the Computer Show. Everything well? You guys are having a wonderful day. As you can see, we're very emotional right now. We're watching Trailer Park Boy Close to the Yard. We've been watching Trailer Park Boy for a couple of days now. And I wanted to make a video about it. A shout out to Barry Butter, a friend of mine, who also is a big fan of Trailer Park Boys. Wow, I'm emotional. So, I'm emotional because, okay, so I have to tell you something. This is a video that I made before, but it's a video that I need to do. What I'm armed with, I'm armed with a Monster energy drink. I'm warm with a pepperoni Cox. It's brother. It's delicious. It's not Donair. So I just felt the need to talk about Trailer Park Boys. And just how much I loved it. And how much it just meant to me. It all started back in 2005. I was 12 years old. My mom moved in with my stepdad, and he spoke French, but we live in an English household. So every single show that he had, every single channel, look at this pepperoni, wow. Every single show that he had was in English. Now, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a long video. So roll your joints, drink your beer, get you some liquor in, be the liquor, we're gonna have some fun. I don't speak English. I'm a kid that was raised to a French household, right? And then what ended up happening is I find a channel. I find a channel called Showcase, which is the original producer of Trailer Park Boys. Mike Kleinberg and Showcase. Sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. It's just so good. I should be high for this. I got some edibles. Want to do them? Okay. This wasn't the plan. But let's go. Fuck, I love this show. Fuck, this is emotional for me. Alec Lyson and Bubbles. We have a vape kit. It is the Pineapple Express. Before we start, I just want to take a drink. It's gonna be like a 40 minutes video, 50 minutes video. So this is why we're so down with just taking it slow, taking it easy. Whew, it's strong. So, Vape Pen Pineapple Express, let's fucking go. I'm gonna hit it twice. Now, it's Trailer Park Boys about weed. It used to be a lot about weed, now not so much. Man, this show, this is a video that I'm gonna tell you my experience with Trailer Park Boys. I'm gonna tell you why I'm making this video, because there is a specific reason. As you can see, we got the vape pen. One more time. Am I even hitting it? I don't think I'm hitting it. You can see this is flashing, so. Oh well. I'm hoping I'm hitting it. To be honest, this is the second time that I do this, so. Pretty new at this. So, I'm at my mom's house. At her stepdad's house. My stepdad, I'm sorry. And then what ended up happening is, I discovered this channel. Now, this is too much information, but I don't give a fuck. I'm 12. Oh, this is. The reality closer to the art. The very first episode that I watched from Trailer Park Boys. It is the picture perfect episode for the show. And I'm 12 years old, so the hormone monster visit my bedroom every single night, and I get horny. And I discovered this channel called Showcase. Now, Showcase is a bit more. Sorry. watching it on Netflix, so sometimes the episode is already started. So Showcase is a bit more free, and every Friday they have this behind the scene of the porn industry show. But if you're lucky enough, you see some tits. So I go in. Now the funny thing is, on the English channel, I only had 2 English channels. Later on, I had a lot more. And then we had the CW with Maury Povich and Jerry Springer, right? But the only channel that I have is Tele2 English and Showcase. So, long story short, my mom finished work at 4. They come and pick me up at 4:30. There was always some traffic. So I would go back to my stepdad's house at around 6 o'clock p.m. And go to Ronnie Cox. And at this age, something really special, something really special that happened. I was in an age where I didn't want to be a kid anymore. I wanted to grow up. I was starting high school. And it was just so great because what would happen is I would come back and watch Shepherd Boys. Shepherd Boys, once again, I did speak a little bit of English, but they would swear. Now, the show that I used to watch was South Park. And South Park would swear. And then South Park, because they would swear a lot. No. Really share. Share my boy, baby. What's me this? So then what happened is I had to watch it because South Park is swear. And South Park is again a kid. South Park is an adult show. They did in the kid show format. So I go in with Stripper Boy. Now in the summer of my 2005, my 12 years, when I was 12 years old, my mom was like, "Hey, you need to learn English." And it's so fucking funny because she sent me to an English camp and she's like, "Hey, if you want to get some friends, if you want to talk to people, well, you're gonna have to learn English." And in my life, there's been a lot of people, mostly men, that were kind of cool. So I had a kind of like an instructor, and he also was watching Turn Purpose, and we would make jokes about it. I was 12 years old and I had to whisper, "Hey, Bubble said I said fuck," and we would laugh about it, right? Or fucking Sam Squatch. So I started becoming. I'm starting to fall. I started falling more and more in love with Trailer Park Boys. Now I have to be honest. Trailer Park Boy wasn't a first love. It wasn't a first love at all. So then what happened is I got to evolve. I'm 16. I was born in 92. We're starting to have the Wi-Fi at home. So I spent my fucking whole day on YouTube. And on YouTube, and this is a true story, back then, they were the complete first 7 seasons. So what happened is, the first 7 seasons, they were on Showcase. And then, I don't remember how many years there was after that. But this is really, really, really crazy. And this, again, all what I'm saying today is true. So I'm 16, I'm looking at the episode, and now I speak English, I understand. And I watch Trailer Park Boy, the whole show. Okay, so I'm so sorry. Yeah, we'll do it like that, and then I'll show you after. So I watched the whole show. I think I'm getting high. I'm watching the whole show, and I fall in love with the characters. I fall in love with the storyline. I really fall in love with the seventh season. The first one I didn't like. The seventh season I didn't like. However, from 2 to 6 are absolutely beautiful. The first one, why I didn't like it? Super simply put, it's more so a mockumentary than Trailer Park Boys. It doesn't feel like Trailer Park Boys, and Seven feels like too much of a parody. Um, but I keep watching the show. The problem with Trailer Park Boy is, um, how many seasons are only 6 episodes or 8 episodes? So those are 4 hours. On YouTube, you can already put that full time to speed. So I would watch a season every 2 hours, and I would watch the whole show in one day. So it was too much, right? I watched it once, I watched it twice, I watched it 3 times. Um, Again, Trailer Park Boy, why it's so important to me? Man, what a story! What a fucking story! It was our showcase. Now, later on, they introduced Kenny vs. Penny. So I started watching Kenny vs. Penny. I watched one episode, and it was the first one where Stain loses, and I hate that episode. I hate it. So then later on, I gave a chance to Kenny vs. Penny. And to be honest, Trailer Park Boy and Kenny vs. Penny are easily the two shows that I gave me the most out of life, that have taught me the most out of life. See, Trailer Park Boy, why it has given me so much about life is I was a shy kid. I was a ADHD kid that took medication for his ADHD day in, day out. I was completely zonked out. I didn't have friends. I couldn't speak. Trailer Park Boys was all about friendship and talking. And these people would swear. And when I was talking, I was weird because I didn't talk a lot. So when I did talk, I talked a lot. Swear word made me laugh when I was a kid. So it was so good. It was just so good. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. I'm getting emotional because think about Trailer Park Boys, right? But just how much it meant to me. Then I moved to the apartment. I came from a family of really hard worker. My mom and my father both were slaves to their work. Not fun people, but just slaves to their work. So when I come to the apartment, I don't have Wi-Fi. So I download shows from YouTube. I download the complete show Kenny vs. Penny. However, I couldn't get Trailer Park Boys. I couldn't get it. And I kept on Googling to get it from other websites. Sorry guys, sorry boys. Your guy was too broke to watch the show illegally, so again, this was 12 years ago, so who gives a shit? And then this is completely crazy. I'm 3 months in the apartment. 3 months in the apartment. Do you know what happened? Trailer Park Boy released their podcast. Swear Not Becomes a Thing. Don't legalize it, come out. Trailer Park Boy podcast is the show that I watch the most. It's the show that I watch the most. They will release one episode every single week. And have been doing so for the last almost 10 years. And you know what's crazy? I would watch it over and over and over again. And every single week, because at the end, I had to watch the first 6 episodes over 10 times each. And then I was like, okay, well, you watched it already. So every single week, what I would do on Friday, because we released it on Friday. If you were watching SwearNet, no, I'm so sorry. They would release it on Friday if you were with SwearNet, and it would release on next Monday if you weren't. So what I would do is, for example, episode 125 comes out. I would watch 123, 24, 25. Right? It's crazy. It's insane. My apologies. And then the next week, what I would do, 126 would come out. Right? And I would do 124, 125, 126. I would always watch the last episode. And yeah. And then, but the Trailer Park Boys, I was working in a workshop. It was boring. I started listening to audiobook. couldn't do it. Then we started listening to Trailer Park Boys, and that was just insane. That was just insane. But why did Trailer Park Boy mean so much to me? Well, it was one of the first shows that I watched learning English, right? One of the first show that I kept watching. It was the first series I was a fan of. I wasn't a series of anything else. And again, I think the important part is I wanted to grow up. I wanted to grow up really badly. I don't know why. I had this obsession with growing up, and this was the first grown-up show that I could talk about. The first show that I fell in love with. But then it's a show that I watch so often. I remember the Weekend Showcase took out Trailer Park Boys from their show, because Showcase did produce Trailer Park Boys, but they just produced it in season 7, and then it was Swear Dance, right? Which is owned by Mike Smith, which is Bubbles, Rob Well, which is Ricky, and John Paul Tremblay, which is Julian. But at the same time, Trailer Park Boys, there's so much content. The amount of things that they did, the fact that they have podcasts on the YouTube, it's just crazy. It's just insane. It's so nuts. It is so nuts. So nuts. From the very first season, I felt like a mockumentary, to season 2, where the show really took its wing, to season 3, where you have an established show, which is super funny. With season 4, okay, well, we have those characters, we want to make them evolve. We have Conky. To season 5, shit hits the fan. So now what you're doing is you want the show to keep being entertaining. So you really put in villains. You have so like Don't Cross the Shit Line, Shit Wolf, right? 6 who came back a bit to the roots, and 7 was just such a parody. Now, admittedly, I'll admit that I don't really. I prefer the older version of Trailer Park Boys to the new one. That's me. Now, why are we talking about Trailer Park Boys right now? Okay, so Trailer Park Boys, I'm a victim of Trailer Park Boys. I'm a victim of the success of Trailer Park Boys. So what I would do, I would watch it every single year. In 2021, we started making content. Now, the truth is, the complete truth, but the one we're a we're a gamer, we're a streamer, so we only stream on Twitch, and what I do is I take the stream from Twitch and I put it on YouTube. That's the whole content I do. I don't do anything less, I don't do anything more. And then in 2022, on Christmas Day, I feel like I owe people something because they're so nice to me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm doing a face reveal. I'm in a face reveal. We start doing food review. We're still doing food review, by the way. And then I got bored with the food review because I was trying to lose some weight, right? So then what I started doing was I started recapping. Guess what was the first show I did? Trailer Park Boys. And guess what the second show I did was Kenny vs. Penny? Absolutely. Now, why am I saying I'm a victim of their success? It's actually quite simple. It's actually quite simple. So,
Voila! The barbecue. Hey, boy!
Mr. Lady, please, that's enough.
it's gonna be fucking up. So, I watch them every single year. Now, because I recap the show and I'm in love with making content, my passion is making content. I don't watch Trailer Park Boys anymore. Because I already did the recap, what's the point, right? Then what ends up happening is I'm seeing clips on TikTok. I'm literally seeing the Trailer Park Boys. And I fall back in love with the show. And for the first time since my 16th birthday, which was 16 years ago, I'm 22, I had forgotten some part of Trailer Park Boys. I started watching it, and lately we've been watching it for 4 days, and I just remember just how good it was. But why am I so in love with Trailer Park Boys? It's actually quite easy. Something that's relatable. They're living a fucking shitty life. They're bummed. They're rich because they have friends, they have family. I identified with Julian in the beginning because Julian was what I wanted to be. A smart businessman, successful with a lady, good looking. Then, for the longest of time, for more than 10 years, Bubble was my favorite because Bubble was funny. Bubble was funny. Bubble was endearing. Bubble was loved in the community. And now my favorite is Ricky. Because Ricky is a family man. And Ricky, although is a fuck up, Ricky is a good ass father. A role model father, if I may add. And I may add. Yeah, that show completely changed my life. Not once, not twice. But every time that I saw it. It was also being Canadian. I had this identity crisis. Where, and this again, this is a tough thing to talk about. But I grew up in French, right? I grew up in French, and most of the stuff that I watched when I was younger was French. And when I learned English, I was so excited to learn English. It was such a new world for me. I had access to shows, American shows. With French Canadian, I love French Canadian shows, but it's only in Montreal, right? Or in France. With English, I had a new world opening, and the YouTube was also a new world. From Celebrity Big Brother to Big Brother UK, Trailer Park Boys, Getting Mrs. Penny. Complete season of South Park, complete season of American Dad, complete season of South Park, of Simpsons. As an adult, I associate myself with English a lot more. But I never had a show that I was proud to be Canadian. Now, Kenny vs. Penny is the show that taught me the most. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. However, Kenny vs. Penny, when I say that Kenny was a role model to me, people say no, Kenny was an asshole. Kenny Ox was an asshole. And they shame me for that, you know? But it's the truth. Trailer Park Boy is still so popular. And it's the fact that they were Canadian, but Trailer Park Boy is a success story. It's three dudes that made an empire. Now they have chips, they have beer, they have liquor and whiskey. It's a success story. It's a success story, but it's not the success story that you think. And I think this is a heartwarming story. Trailer Park Boys was never supposed to take off. It was never supposed to be popular. You had the movies, which were great. From Trailer Park Boy, the movie, to come out to Liquor Day, to Don't Legalize It. My favorite is, of course, the movie. But Trailer Park Boys, what are that? It's specials. The Christmas specials. Say goodbye to the bad guy. Say goodnight to the bad. Whoa, I'm a high. Say goodnight to the bad guy. You know, but people were inviting the Trailer Park Boys, Jimmy Kimmel's, Fallon. They invited the Trailer Park Boys, and they were just making not making fun of it, but they were making fun of the characters and say, hey, this is your chilly life, right? They say, for example, we had Snoop Dogg saying, hey, I'll pay you $200 for that. And then Bubbles would say something funny like, you know how many months of cat food I can buy? I can live like a king. It was just so fucking funny. But it was also at the depend of the Trailer Park Boys. I'm gonna take it seriously. Canadian as a whole, and I'm not trying to be a victim, but Canadians as a whole, we're seen as this extremely nice people, but we're seen as these people that are fucking hillbillies. We're seen as these people that are way too kind. We're seen as these weak people. We're seen as these people that apologize too much. We're seen as these people who still have Mounties. Canada's much more than that, right? And people like Trailer Park Boy put us on the map. Maddie Matheson put us on the map. Right? Nobody is as successful as the Trailer Park Boy has been, but it still kept being humble. Now, ultimately speaking, they had venture that I didn't like. They're not perfect. I didn't like Drunken on Drugs. I didn't like the Sornet show. I didn't like that. Trailer Park Boys. Just crazy good. From the first season to 12th season to the animated series to the podcast that's been going on for almost, at this point I'm pretty sure that they passed the 10 year, which is crazy because they had released an episode per week. Now they take some weeks off, but I don't think they took that many weeks off. And Trailer Park Boys podcast is the perfect antonym of why I love Trailer Park Boys. It felt like I was part of the trailer park. See, the Trailer Park Boys, you don't want to be characters. And I know I said I wanted to be Julie, I wanted to be Bubbles, and I wanted to be Ricky. But Trailer Park Boys is this magical world where you want to be in a trailer park because it's cool. It's good people. We just saw fucking Who's Looking for an Assassin. And it's so good because a bubble goes in and it's one for all and it's all for one and one for all and then one for Kapak, right? Know what I'm saying? I wanted to be part of the Trailer Park Boy. And the podcast, it just felt like you were sitting with the guys that were just talking. They're just being fucked. You know? Yeah, that's why I love the Trailer Park Boys. Their success story, the fact that so many celebrities, they listen to Trailer Park Boys. The amount of content they put out. The amount of years they've been doing that. But it's also the harder years for Trailer Park Boys. It was the guy wanting to buy the contract. It was Mike Smith having some restaurant, leaving the acting world. John Paul, who was struggling to be an actor. Ricky, Rob Wells, who had a couple of roles, mainly Saints Row 2. But Lucy, the coutier, who tried to get Mike Wells. No, sorry, I'm high for reals. Mike Smith. They tried to get Mike Smith in trouble to say that he was sexually inappropriate with her. But it wasn't true. She could have ruined Trailer Park Boys. It's the fact that so many people grew up watching this show. The fact that this show came out in 2022. And it's still going strong. He might not have season anymore, but he still had a podcast. The boys have never been more popular. They're selling hot sauce, they're selling chips, they're selling beers. I'm proud to say that I watch Trailer Park Boys. I'm proud to say that I've been watching them since Showcase Day. I'm proud to say that this was actively a part of my upbringing. And that's pretty much it. So yeah. Phenomenal season, phenomenal series, phenomenal show, phenomenal actor, phenomenal. And see, the saddest thing with Trailer Park Boys is John Zonnewert died because Leahy was such a big part of it. Marguerite died, which was a big part of the later season. It was Philadelphia Colin dying, which was suck. Right? But that's the problem with shows like that. If you watch season 2, you see Trina. By the way, Trina is whom? Trina is about her Jim Leahy. Jim Leahy being John Dunward, who died. But Trina being Ellen Page, who died. He became an Elliot Page, right? Trailer Park Boy also took risks, wasn't afraid. And I appreciate that. They had the first gay couple, in my opinion, on TV. Maybe not on TV, but the first gay couple that I saw, which was Leahy and Randy. They had one of the first trans characters, which was Donna, who was gender fluid. They took risk. And they're gonna applause that. Anyway, this is it. Love you guys. Take it easy. Ma proche. Salut, c'est ton chemin. J'espère que ça va bien, j'espère que ça va une bonne journée. Aujourd'hui, on touche un sujet, je m'excuse. J'espère que ça va une bonne journée en ce 18 mai 2025. Aujourd'hui, on touche un sujet qui est assez touché, un sujet qui est francophone, un sujet qui est québécois, un sujet qui est important pour moi, la famille. Fait que si vous me connaissez, moi c'est Ing Vendetta. Je fais du contenu depuis 4 ans. Je parle de beaucoup de choses, je parle de n'importe quoi, de n'importe qui. Mais je parle pas beaucoup de famille. Maintenant, il y a une raison pourquoi je ne parle pas de la famille. Je parlais de pourquoi on faisait une vidéo aujourd'hui en particulier. C'est que j'ai une petite famille qui est mon père, ma mère, leurs copains, copines. J'ai pas de frère. Tout d'abord, une soeur, mais elle est morte. J'ai grandi avec des cousins qui étaient proches. Des cousins qui avaient une grande famille, qui avaient 3 enfants. Comparativement à un, c'est beaucoup. Question famille, j'allais un peu partout. Je vois que j'avais, je m'excuse. Je m'excuse. Ma famille, j'ai une grande famille. J'ai des cousins à Laval, de la Chine. J'ai des cousins à Saint-Constant. J'ai des cousins à Granby. J'ai des cousins à Amqui. J'ai des cousins un peu partout. On est une grande famille. J'ai 6 oncles et tantes. Qui est pas beaucoup, mais tu sais, c'est québécois. Même le contenu que je fais d'habitude, c'est en anglais. Aujourd'hui, je vais faire l'effort de faire une vidéo en français parce que c'est quelque chose qui tient pas nécessairement à Inc. Dans la vraie vie, je m'appelle Stéphane. Je suis enchanté. Je m'appelle Stéphane. C'est plus Stéphane. Pourquoi je parle de ça aujourd'hui? C'est très simple. Dans ma vie, j'ai eu beaucoup de problèmes mentaux. J'ai eu beaucoup de problèmes de dépression, des problèmes de mal-être de soi. Je viens de dire que je faisais des vidéos en anglais. Je me mets tellement pas quand je commence à faire du contenu. Ça fait 4 ans déjà. Je me mets tellement pas que je commence à faire du contenu en anglais parce que je voulais éviter tout ce qu'il y avait par rapport à moi. Tout ce qu'il y avait par rapport à qui j'étais. Tout ce qui était moi. Fait que j'ai changé d'identité. Maintenant, je suis très chanceux, je suis très proche de mon père, très proche de ma mère. Je les voyais à chaque jour. À 22 ans, j'ai fait ma plus grosse dépression. Cette dépression-là m'a tout pris. J'avais le vouloir de mourir. Qu'est-ce que j'ai fait? Je me suis séparé de mes parents. Je suis dans l'appartement, mais j'ai coupé les pompes. J'ai coupé toute conversation. Ouais. Pendant longtemps, j'ai évité tout ce qui était famille. Pourquoi j'avais honte? J'avais honte, mais surtout, j'aimais pas qui j'étais. J'aimais pas qui j'étais. J'aimais pas la personne qui j'étais. J'aimais pas l'image que je donnais. Je sais pas pourquoi. Mais ouais. Ouais. C'est comme la folie, hein. Quand la folie. Ouais. C'est très dur de parler de ça, mais bon. Là, finalement, j'ai allé beaucoup mieux. J'ai été beaucoup mieux. J'ai guéri beaucoup. J'ai rentré voir la famille. Pourquoi je me suis séparé de la famille? Premièrement, la famille, c'est une famille qui est serrée. Je n'ai pas été le mouton noir. Je n'ai pas été le mouton noir. Il y a plusieurs histoires dans ma famille que c'est pas fameux. J'ai des cousins qui ont des problèmes mentaux, j'ai des cousins qui ont des problèmes de consommation. Puis même à ça, même si mon problème était un peu plus commun, j'avais honte. Fait que je me suis séparé de la famille, tu sais. Là, mon père Il habite très proche de chez moi. Il habite à 10 minutes de marche de chez moi. 15 minutes de marche. On va pas à parler. Encore une fois, j'ai l'impression que la famille, mettre la famille, mettre avec mes oncles, mes tantes, ça aurait été plus que. C'était plus m'investir. M'investir ou encore. Comment on appelle ça? C'est le problème de. Commitment. S'engager dans une relation. Je me suis remis. L'an passé, quand à voir mes oncles, mes tantes. Mes oncles, mes tantes. Encore une fois, j'ai eu un sentiment. C'est très important pour moi de faire cette vidéo-là. Je suis pas une victime. Je me sens pas comme une victime, mais c'est important pour moi de faire cette vidéo-là. J'ai grandi proche de 3 cousines. Eux qui habitaient à la salle. Parce qu'ils habitent très proche de chez moi. Très proche. C'est un peu plus normal, non? Fait que là. Ces cousines, je les ai pas vu depuis 10-15 ans. L'année passée, alors que j'allais mieux, j'ai commencé à aller beaucoup mieux. J'ai commencé à parler plus. Je sais pas mes oncles, mes tantes. Mais c'est quand même une première génération. Dans ma famille, comment je vois ça? C'est que première génération, c'est mes parents, c'est mes oncles, mes tantes. Deuxième génération, c'est moi, mes cousins et cousines. Troisième génération, c'est nos enfants. C'est que hier, j'étais chez mon oncle, mon parrain, pour sa fête de retraite. Et j'ai eu des cousins que j'ai grandi avec. Des cousins que je voyais à chaque 3 semaines, 3-4 semaines, pendant des décennies. J'ai ma cousine Patricia, qui était très émotionnelle quand j'étais plus jeune. Là, tu sais, plus vieux, ça comprend, puis elle était tellement calmée, elle était tellement rendue une belle personne. Tellement une personne qui a pris sur elle, puis tu sais, elle a maturé tellement, mais dans un sens parce que jusqu'à moi, c'était bon, ben le monde, ils veulent que je change, comment je fais pour rester moi-même, mais toujours être accepté par les gens. Mon cousin Samuel, qui c'est le plus proche de moi, parce qu'on a juste 8 mois. J'ai passé des années à chercher qu'est-ce qu'il voulait faire. À chercher lui-même. Mais toujours à être bien. Mon cousin Louis qui était très réservé, très réservé, très isolé, très réservé. Mais qu'aujourd'hui tu lui parles, puis il y a des passions, il y a des rêves, puis c'est beau à voir. Puis ces cousins-là, puis je les ai vus, puis tu sais, juste les voir, juste Patricia, un gros câlin. Louis est un peu plus réservé, fait que moins. Samuel, que j'ai pas vu depuis 10-15 ans que j'ai vu, c'est un gros câlin. Puis c'est drôle parce que j'ai jamais compris c'est quoi la famille. À mes yeux, une famille, c'était des gens que t'aimes, c'est des gens avec qui tu grandissais, c'est des gens que t'aimais parce que c'était comme obligé. Je les aimais beaucoup, mes cousins, mais hier, je les ai vus en tant qu'adultes, voir que ces personnes-là, c'est des personnes avec qui je peux compter, des personnes qui sont là pour moi, des personnes que j'ai grandi avec, des personnes avec qui on partage quelque chose, tu comprends? Puis ça fait tellement du bien de les voir hier. Ça fait tellement du bien de les voir, de leur parler, de voir qu'est-ce qu'ils disaient. Patricia est rendue avec un beau-fils. Le petit Samuel. Le petit Samuel, son frère s'appelle Samuel aussi, c'est bizarre. Mais bon. Il n'y a pas tant ça parce que ma cousine Nadia, son frère c'est Tommy. Puis son chum s'appelle Tommy. Donc ça c'est bizarre. Mais en même temps, c'est tellement de fun de les voir, puis de leur parler. J'ai vu ma tante, ils se sont rendus grands-parents. Elle faisait cousine, elle a un bébé. On a vu le bébé hier, qui a grandi comme une flèche. Ça fait tellement du bien. J'étais chez mon oncle, ma tante, j'avais pas été là-bas depuis 10-15 ans. C'est fou de voir une maison à laquelle t'as pas été, mais qui n'a pas changé. C'est la folie. Puis se rencontrer dans la famille, c'est important. À quel point les relations humaines, c'est important. Tu sais, les amis, tu peux choisir, tu peux les bloquer pis tout. Toi, t'es mon ami, je t'aime bien, j'ai choisi. T'es mon ami, mais si ça a changé, je t'aime plus. T'es bloqué. La famille, tu peux pas les bloquer, tu sais. La famille, quelque chose qui m'a fait beaucoup, qui m'a rendu très besoin hier, il aurait pu être fâché. Chris nous a abandonnés. Chris, t'es parti pendant combien de temps? Il n'y a pas une mention de t'es parti. Comme s'il comprenait que j'ai des problèmes. Comme s'il comprenait que j'ai pas bien la peau. Comme s'il comprenait que je m'isole. Mais juste, je vous le dis maintenant, la famille c'est tellement important. Puis tu t'en rends compte. Ma mère que j'aime de tout mon cœur. Ma mère qui n'a pas de cousin, elle n'a pas de cousine, elle n'a pas de frère, elle n'a pas de soeur. Je suis sa seule famille. Puis j'ai toujours été comme, t'as pas besoin de personne d'autre, moi je suis là. Mais j'ai mes cousins hier qui étaient comme. On a grandi tellement proche, on est comme des frères et des sœurs. Tes voix, pis t'es comme wow. C'est un peu moins ça, tu sais. Ouais. En tout cas, je m'excuse chez Émotionnel, mais je voulais juste parler de ça, je voulais juste parler de la famille. D'à quel point. Hier c'est un wake-up call, hier c'est un réveil de me dire, Chris. Il manquait des moments de leur vie, il manquait des moments de ta vie à toi. C'est incroyable. Oh. Tu vois les gens évoluer, puis je veux pas être méchant, mais. Tu vois les gens évoluer. Je veux pas être méchant, mais tu vois les gens évoluer. Tu vois mes cousines qui ont évolué. Ils ont tellement évolué, tu sais. Vraiment, vraiment beaucoup évolué. Mais tu regardes, puis. Il y a toujours l'enfant dans eux, il y a toujours le. Je me rappelle de toutes les qu'on a vécues. Des histoires, des émotions, des souvenirs. C'est beau, c'est magnifique, c'est incroyable. Anyway, je vous aime, passez une belle journée. Je suis émotionnel maintenant, mais ça va bien aller. Prenez de vous. Peace. Don't blink, it's your brain. Welcome to the show. Hope you guys are doing well, having a wonderful day on this 18 May 2025. We're doing one more time a mental health video. Don't worry, this one will be short. This one will be extremely quick because I've been talking about this a lot. Dude, I'm watching Trailer Park Boys, I'm emotional. What to do, I'm doing so much better. Yesterday I saw family. It really helped. I was going out in a social environment. I did a lot of resume give out, job look searching, which has been going on for months. But since I've been depressed for the last, been depressed for 3 weeks a month already, and I haven't give one CV out. So yeah, it feels good. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling back into who I am. I have a pleasure waking up. I'm watching a show that I love, which also helps. I'm making video on a daily basis, which also helps. I'm motivated. I once again I have a reason to wake up. We're doing so much better. Mental health is healing slowly and surely, and then sometimes. Mental health is a battle and it's a struggle. It's a marathon, right? And I feel like you're doing step, and it's such small step that you don't really see it. And then boom, you see it. Boom. You're seeing some changes in yourself. It's what we're feeling today. Yesterday I saw my cousin that I haven't seen in 10 years and it felt so good. It made me feel so alive. It made me feel like myself for the first time in so long. And I feel like that's something that I miss. I've been struggling with the identity of Stefan, which is me, and Veneta, which is what you're seeing. I had a hard time with realizing who I am or remembering who I am. And for some reason, seeing people, my cousin that I haven't seen in 10 plus years, it's weird. You didn't see those people in decades, but still, when you see them, you're reminded of who you are, where you come from. I'm feeling alive today. And that's a fucking blessing. Don't blink. It's your blink. We just died. We just died on the tower. It's okay, it happens. Today we're talking about a very good subject. Hope you guys are doing well on this 18th May 2025. Today we're talking about a very cool subject. As you guys know, we've been watching Trailer Park Boys. Am I doing like this, like a masturbation sign? I don't know. Fuck off. We've been watching Trailer Park Boys since a week. And yesterday I had a busy day. I had a party. I was seeing my family. What ended up happening is I didn't have a lot of time. So I watched the first movie of Trailer Park Boys, which is still part of Trailer Park Boys. and we're doing a movie review of the Trailer Park Boys movie. Now, I have made already a review of the movie, so why is this one different? Well, this one is the first time I'm seeing the movie in a while. So usually I see the movie every single year. I told you guys the story in the first review. The story is so true. I had Trailer Park Boys movie on one of my first dates with possibly the best girlfriend I ever had. I bought the DVD. I watched it so often that it skips. It skipped. It's all fucked up because I watched it so often. I watched more than 20 times. To me, the first movie, Trailer Park Boy, the movie, is the best of the three movies. It's better than Liquor, Count Out to Liquor Day. Better than Don't Legalize It. I'm watching Delusion of Jim Leahy, and now it's Bubble trying to pretend like he's Julian. But it's so fucking good, dude. I love this show. Sorry, this is just too good.
Under control. I'll go to jail, but I'll let you send me there. Is that right? You say no guns. Boys, relax. We don't need guns, and we're not going to a jail.
Okay, Julian. You got 3 seconds before I shoot the door in.
Ricky, where's your car? See,
1.
All right, we're gonna go back.
2.
Bubbles, you distract them as if we're still here. All right?
3.
How do I do that?
Oh, sorry, this is just too good.
You're scared. Put your gun away. Someone could get hurt here. This is Julian. I've got everything under control. Yeah, fuck off, lady. Fucking stop and don't shoot the door, you dick.
Bubbles, is that you?
My God.
Julian.
You see it through the window. Look up and check out.
Bubbles, is that you?
Oh, man. So we saw the first movie. Like I said, I watched it so often. One of my favorite movie ever made. Why do I like the first one so much? I feel like the first movie captured the essence of Trailer Park Boys so much. The problem with Trailer Park Boys, that's a huge problem, to be honest. Trailer Park Boy has such a cult following. Oh. Sorry, I had the audio didn't work properly. Trailer Park Boy, they have such a cult following, they have such a loyal fan base that it's really hard to follow. So for example, right, in the first season you learn who is Ricky, who is Julian, who is Bubble. You don't really have introduction, right? You learn to get to know the characters. So when you start with Girls of Liquor Day, you already know the characters. When you start with Don't Legalize It, you already know the characters. The first one, it really feels like the beginning. The first one is something that was fantastic, which is, first of all, being part of the story. So you already know the characters. You know Corey Trevor, you know Trinity, which is replacing that movie. You saw Jim Leahy, Randy, you saw Lucy, you saw Sarah, you saw Ray. It's just a great movie. It's just so good. So why do I like the first movie so much? Well, technically speaking, the first movie really feels like an episode, but a long episode. So if you look at the first season, there is one clear thought, right? So point A, point B. A little bit of obstacle, but we're still getting from point A to point B. If you look at the second season, it is a plot per season, a large plot per season, but very little development for every single time. So it's a new episode. So for example, we just finished watching Closer to the Art, where they kidnap Alex Lexon, and this is the whole episode. It's a whole storyline, right? The first movie feels like that. So there's increments of who the character is, their relationship. Is the beauty of Trailer Park Boys. One of my favorite Trailer Park Boy show, episodes, movie. One of my favorite pieces is Say Goodnight to the Bad Guy. To me, Say Goodnight to the Bad Guy is perfect. It is perfection. Why? Because you get a plot, you get a character, you get the beauty of Trailer Park Boys is really the conversation in between. The first movie captured that. The first movie captured Ricky in jail, Julian in jail, Bubbles, how he's dealing with it, to Ray, Lucy. It's really that. Julian, who falls in love and wants to be a businessman. The rivalry between Julian and Ricky. The dumbness of Trevor and Corey. The first movie pictured that so well because it's one of the first movie where you got all the characters, the main cast, right? You have this fucking. It's just the main cast. It's just the main story. It feels like a storyline. It feels like an episode that's just so long. It feels like Trailer Park Boys. It feels like it's the beauty of Trailer Park Boys, which is you living in the park, you being part of the park, right? The even the plot, the Big Dirty, the ceiling change, is something that you could see. You could picture the guy doing it, right? Count to Liquor Day is also good, but Stealing a Bang feels big even for the boys. But Legalize It feels very good, but it also feels a bit political. It's a very small time political, but it feels not about Trailer Park Boys. Why? For a very simple reason. They're out of the park. They're on the road. The first movie is best. From this, there is some flaw with the first movie. So this is very big production. The quality is better. Some characters. I feel like Bubbles, Mike Smith. I love you, Mike, but I feel like Bubble had a lot of ego for the first movie. So you can see him overacting. So for example, Ricky's gonna have a clearance stick and he's gonna do like exaggerated movements. However, Trailer Park Boys for the first movie, it was huge. It was a small show from Showcase, a small show that wasn't supposed to succeed. It was a small show about drug dealing, drug growing people when it was still